Welcome back for another round of Ratchet Clank. This is MegamanNG, and in our last episode we tackled Planet Kerwin, and now we have more planets to check out. Up next will be Outpost X11 at the Planet Aridia. We'll take care of Eudora later. Right now we have two objectives: locate Skidman Marks and find Skid's agent. Let's do this. And I'm going to be skipping some of this stuff, so hope you don't mind. Yeah, let's skip the intro and let's get down to business. Let's see if we got any new weapons. Nope, we got nothing, so we may as well continue on our way. Anyway, this objective is not that bad, since there are two objectives we can check out. So, let's just get underway and find what we know. Let's see. Let's check up first with... What's this? An escape pod?
It's him! Skid McMarks!
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. You guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw ya, screaming for help.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay, but I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the sand sharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
Okay, so now our objective is to destroy the sand sharks, which there are going to be a lot of them. So, wait, wrong weapon! There you go, bump up, take that. God, I hate annoying stuff like that. I'm just going to stick to using the pyroceters for this mission, since we'll be encountering a lot of these and we're going to be using a lot of close-range combat. Like so. Not to mention, it is very useful for gathering lots of bolts. Think of it as bulk grinding if you put it that way. So anyway, we already took down one of those sand shark generators, so we need to destroy all 7 of them. Not to mention a whole squad of sand sharks. And I got hit, but that hit was null and void. Alright, so now we can continue on our way. Let's make sure we destroy these crates so that way we can gather more pocket change. We're going to need all the pocket change we can get. Not to mention, we're going to be exploring this planet for a little while. So, why not? Oh, great. More of them. Burn. Yeah, the pyroceter is very useful when you have lots of enemies breathing down your neck. And you can just basically use it and just burn everything away to cinders. Like that. See? Useful. Very useful if I do say so myself. Not to mention, I rake in the bolts. Of course, in challenge mode, if you keep it up without getting hit, you can rake up a lot of bolts this way. Due to the fact that the multiplier increases all the way up to times 20, which you're going to need to get access to the gold versions, which I will take care of eventually in the challenge mode. Hopefully. Yeah, because I'm on a tight schedule and I want to tackle like a lot of stuff. Sure, I'm not going to be like getting my hands on every new game that comes out, but I want to play games that interest me. And I'm not the type of person that plays like Call of Duty or stuff like that. Halo is an exception because I like Halo. I really do. I really like Halo because it's fun to play, and the amount of fails that could happen in a game like this is just simply hilarious. Believe me, you should check out Rooster Teeth's Halo fails. I love the Halo fails of the week. It's just so hilarious. Why am I talking about Halo in a Ratchet Clank game? Oh well, let's just continue on our way. Also, I will be doing a surprise. If you guys already know what the surprise is, it's the demo to Sly 4. And I think we took down everything. I think. There are a few left, so let's just take these sand sharks down. Did we get them? I think so. There's one more. Take that. Hold on, let me just get more bolts. And there you go. Bye-bye, sand shark.
Here, man. Catch.
A brand new Z3000! You can't even buy these!
Well, I got a bail. Catch you dudes at the hoverboard races.
You've just acquired a Gadgetron Z3000 hoverboard. Use your new hoverboard at the racetrack in Blackwater City on Planet Aridia.
We're going to be needing that hoverboard later, believe me. Anyway, now that we took care of that, our next objective is to just progress. And let's make sure we get any leftover bolts because we're going to need them. We're still not done, but because there's still one more objective we gotta go through. So, not to worry, we'll have everything set. Of course, we also need another item that we'll get much later. It's the magnet boots, but you'll see what I mean when we get there. So anyway, and yes, I got hit. Oh, crap. Anyway, let's just take care of this and get ourselves some more bolts. Yeah, because we'll need the bolts not only to buy new weapons, but to also rearm ourselves. And I gotta move. Die 3 times and you're dead. Not that it matters. Alright.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Yeah. Hello to you too. Now that we're rearmed, we're set. Now our next objective is to find his agent. And this is where the fun begins. Believe me, we're going to be dealing with sand sharks and a whole load of other trouble, including these guys. Blaster time. It's time we switch to the blaster because I think we're going to be needing this blaster a lot in this game. Sure, it has a good amount of rapid fire and stuff like that, and you can also lock on to enemies, which is pretty sweet. And I got to keep moving because I don't want to get myself blasted. Yeah, we're going to be needing the blaster a lot in this game. Not to mention, you could also attack in first-person mode. Bye-bye. Very useful indeed. Adds a little incentive to the game. Not to mention, you can also keep your distance while you attack these guys. As long as you keep your distance, you'll be fine. You won't get hurt. And bye-bye. Gotta make sure to get some nanotech because we're going to be needing it. We'll need all the nanotech upgrades we'll get as we progress through the game. And I gotta switch to a different weapon. Triangle twice. Oh, wait, how do I do it? Oh, yeah. No, that's not what I wanted. Not the bomb glove, the pyrocitor. Jeez, why is it so hard? Yeah, you can switch between your weapons by pressing the triangle button twice. And I'm going to lose more health if I don't know what I'm doing, so... And we could just take them down, no problem. And we get rearmed with more nanotech. Unlike other games where you can upgrade your health as you destroy your enemies, you're stuck with 4 by default, but you need to buy more in order to expand your health. And we made it up higher. Now, there are 2 paths we can take. The first path, I think, requires the swing shot, which you'll see me use right now, and the second path we can take care of later. So for the sake of this, we're going to check out both paths and see what we can find. We're going to need to if we're going to check out everything. Not to mention clean out everything. And there's no boxes crates, so let's just keep moving. Yep, I always like the swing shot because it's very useful. Not to mention we could also use the wrench in first person, so that way we can take down stuff from a distance. Yeah, we'll be using the right analog stick to move the camera around, so that way you'll be able to know.
You can reverse the camera. Just select camera from the options menu.
Yeah. That advice basically tells you that you can change your camera angle by using like how do I put this? Do it in the options menu. I'm just not gonna say anything else because I'm having a hard time with my lines. I'm being a bit fidgety. Now we wait. Boom. And we get more pocket change. We're already around more than 2,780. Yeah, we gotta make sure to destroy every single crate to get our hands on every bolt. And back up. There you go. Now we can progress. And progress again. I think I just made a mess up right there. I think I missed a few bolts, but I don't think that's of any importance. There you go. And we gotta keep going since I don't have to hold it up all the way. Yeah, being like Spider-Man. What more do you want? Wait for it. There you go. And we're already at full health, so let's... Wait, that's not the button. There you go. Let's look around. Yeah, we got to keep going higher. Uh-huh. Yep. A lot higher, believe me. Wait, what am I doing? There you go. Nice. Now we can progress up to the higher levels. What's this? What is that?
Yes!
Using the latest in precision laser technology, the Gadgetron Trespasser is guaranteed to work on Gadgetron's line of Invinso lock security doors.
Okay, so what we got our hands on is an item that's gonna let us hack into things. Why not?
Lasers are mounted on each ring of the Invinso lock. Aim the lasers at the receptors on the outside ring to turn them green. All receptors must be green before the Invinso lock will open.
So basically what we need to do is just hack the damn thing and make sure to have everything be green so that way you can unlock. Pretty nifty item, which we'll be using as the game progresses. And now that we've accomplished this road here, we can now tackle the second route. And we don't have to go back there anymore since there isn't anything else we can check out. Alright, let's switch to the swing shot and progress. Hopefully we can continue on our way. Along the way getting ourselves more bolts, and we can't destroy these things because I don't think we have anything that can pierce it. But let's just continue on. Alright, bomb glove. And that. I think we're going to be needing the blaster for this. And die, die, die. Thank you. It takes a few good hits to take him down. And bye-bye. Bomb glove. And we'll be using the bomb glove for this, since we don't want to get hit by the flamethrowers. Like so. Bye-bye. And now we can continue. Wait, we're heading in the other direction? That's not good. Ate this. And this. And this. Wow, that was pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. Anyway, let's just continue on our way. Let's see if there's anything of interest, other than the fact that if we fall to our deaths. Which is not a good thing. Alright, let's head our way down. All the way down. Alright, that's good. Very good. Now let's get our hands on some more ammunition and continue on our way. And crap. Sand sharks! There you go. And take you down. Bye-bye. Now we're at 4,000 bolts. But what's unique about this portion here is that basically there are like different paths you can take. Let's just hit the high road first to see what we can find out. Nice. They even give you like arrow signs telling you to climb up and stuff like that. That's pretty nifty. Though it's not nifty on my book. It's just a bit too simplistic. Way too simplistic for my taste. Can't fall. Since we have to like... You could also use the left or right to just skimmy through the walls. Similar to the Banjo's grip grab from Banjo-Tooie. Which is helpful if you want to keep heading higher. Don't worry, we'll tackle the low road. But for now, let's tackle the high road and see what we can find. Alright. Alright, so now what's our next step? We could just progress here, but we need to also time our jump right so that way we don't fall to the quicksand mud, which is kind of gross. And 1, 2, very good. Alright, let's just continue on our way. And nice, we got ourselves on a patch of grass. Alright, let's just arm with the blaster. No, we can't destroy that. That's necessary. It's like environmental path. I heard there's like a gold bolt here, which there is, and it's right here. Let's just make sure we continue. And here we go. Got ourselves another gold bolt. I think that's about 1, 2, 3. How many? I think it's 4. I've lost count, but I'm not worried. So we got what we need. Let's continue. Provided we can take the long route. 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Alright, nice. Very nice. Now we gotta time our jumps right. It's basically the 3 strikes and you're out cliche. And we made it. Very, very good. And we can now progress our way through. Ah, another set of crates. Now we can rearm ourselves. Very nice. Now, I could take my time and tackle the low road, so why not? Let's tackle the low road for the heck of it. Kind of take you guys down. Boom, boom, boom. Bye-bye. Yeah, destroying all those TNT crates will net us more bolts this way. We're gonna need it. Yep, there you go. Oh wait, my accuracy is kind of lame. Yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah, I'm pretty bad when it comes to stuff like that with accuracy, because it requires a lot of time when you make your shot. And I think that tackles the low road, but I don't know if we could tackle the high road. Wait, we already did tackle the high road. We did that earlier, so let's just go through it and just see what we can find out. Yeah, it's going to be a little tedious, so enjoy it in the meantime, regardless. And we got to take down this guy. Bye-bye. And we're almost at 5,000, which we're going to need to get our hands on another weapon. Sometimes you'll need bolts to get your hands on weapons, items, infobots, upgrades, etc. Hey, it's necessary if you want to reach the end of the game. Alright, now that we got more blaster ammo, now we can continue. Now let's find Skidman Mark's agent and get it over with. And there he is now.
No signal whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that info bot. You're Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. I haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
I could be the next Skid McMarks.
Yeah, our objective here is to bring the prize from the hoverboard races. We'll take care of that later. There is some backtracking, and you see this right here? This is Magnet Boots territory, which means we'll be going back here eventually to take care of it. So, other than that, our work here is done.
If you want to impress this agent, you'll have to win a hoverboard race. The nearest hoverboard race is in Blackwater City on Planet Aridia.
Yeah, basically we'll be going back here to take care of some loose ends. Not to mention, we'll be able to get our hands on some nifty items or infobots that we'll need. And with it, our work here is done. Once I reach the ship, that's the end of this part. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. And I'll see you next time when we tackle the next planet in this game. This is MegamanNG, signing off. Peace, guys.